Tiger Woods' coach once said, "There's only one golfer in history with the greatest ball striking ability of all time. It wasn't Tiger, it wasn't Nicklaus, it wasn't Hogan. It was a man most people have never heard of. A man who played one Masters and then vanished from American golf forever. So what happened to him? And why do the best players on earth still whisper his name like he's a legend?" Let's go back to the beginning. 1956 Canadian Amateur Championship. A skinny, awkward-looking golfer steps up to the first tee. His stance is weird. His grip looks wrong. His clothes don't match. The gallery doesn't know what to make of him. Then he swings, dead straight. He walks to the next tee. Same thing, dead straight. By the end of the round, Moe Norman had hit 17 fairways in a row. Not 17 fairways in a tournament, 17 in a row. The crowd didn't cheer. They just stood there, stunned. Because Moe Norman could do something no one else on earth could do. He could hit a golf ball exactly where he wanted. Every single time. Moe was born in Kitchener, Ontario in 1929. His family was poor. He was painfully shy. And from an early age, people thought he was different. He didn't fit in at school. He struggled in social situations. He spoke in short, rapid bursts that made people uncomfortable. But here's the thing. Moe found something that made sense to him. Golf. Not the country club scene, not the cocktail parties or the networking, just the ball, the club, and the target. He'd spend hours alone on driving ranges, hitting thousands of balls until his hands bled. No coaching, no sponsors, no fancy equipment, just obsession. By 30, Moe had won over 50 amateur titles in Canada. His swing looked like nothing anyone had ever seen. He stood far from the ball. His arms were completely straight. His backswing was short and compact. Coaches said it was wrong. But the results? Absolutely unbelievable. His shots flew on a rope, laser straight with almost no curve. Other golfers watched in disbelief as he'd hit driver after driver, all landing within a few yards of each other. Not 10 balls, not 20, 100 in a row, same spot. Lee Trevino, a Hall of Famer who knew a thing or two about ball striking, said Moe was the only man who could build a house by hitting golf balls. So why didn't Moe become a global superstar? Here's the heartbreaking part. He tried. In 1959, Moe qualified for the Masters at Augusta National, the biggest stage in golf, the green jacket, the azaleas, the prestige. But Moe wasn't built for that world. The attention overwhelmed him. The strict dress codes made him anxious. The social expectations felt suffocating. At one tournament, officials criticized him for teeing up his ball with a Coke bottle. At another, they mocked the way he dressed. Moe felt like an outsider in a sport he'd mastered. After just a handful of PGA Tour events, he made a decision that stunned everyone. He went home, back to Canada, back to the small-town courses, back to being alone with his clubs. And he never looked back. Most players would have faded into obscurity. But Moe? He became something even rarer than a major champion. He became a myth. Stories spread across Canada like folklore. They said he could skip a ball across a lake and land it on the green on the other side. They said he'd hit drivers off tees held between his teeth, just to entertain the crowd. They said he once hit 1,540 drives in a single day. Were all the stories true? Who knows? But here's what the pros confirmed. Hank Haney, Tiger Woods' coach for 6 years, called Moe's ball striking the greatest of all time. George Knutson, Canada's best golfer of that era, studied Moe obsessively. And decades later, Bryson DeChambeau, one of the most analytically minded players on tour, based his entire swing philosophy on Moe's single plane technique. Think about that. A golfer who walked away from fame in the 1960s, still influencing how the game is played today. But Moe didn't care about any of that. He never chased endorsements, never hired a manager, never built a brand. When equipment companies offered him money, he often turned them down. Why? Because Moe didn't want the complications. He didn't want the pressure. He didn't want people telling him how to swing, what to wear, or who to be. He just wanted to hit golf balls. And honestly, maybe that's what made him a genius. While other players obsessed over rankings and prize money, Moe obsessed over one thing: perfection. Not fame, not legacy. Just the pure, simple act of striking a ball exactly where he wanted it to go. Moe Norman died in 2004. He was 75 years old. He never became a household name. He never won a major. His career earnings were a fraction of what modern pros make in a single tournament. But ask any elite golfer who struck it best, and many will give you the same answer. Not Nicklaus, not Hogan, not even Tiger. Moe Norman, the quiet genius from Ontario who mastered the game so completely on his own terms that even the greatest players in history still speak his name with awe. Not the longest hitter, not the most decorated, just the most accurate golfer who ever lived.